All right, everybody, this is your second video lecture for the week. This time we're going to focus on our last set of intervals, the sixth and the sevenths. Okay, so let me show you up here. I have my chart. There we go. So this is this week. We've already talked about taking our different chords, putting them into the inversions. So now we're on our last set of intervals, the sixth and sevenths. And pretty much what we're looking at with those sixths and sevenths is we're building upon what we've learned already with the seconds. See, that's C, D, that's a second. 1, 2, 1, 2. The third, so that's a third. The fourth, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 4. Here comes the bride. We learned our fifth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's Star Wars. We already know our octave. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So the last ones are 6 and 7. Now, when I just went through those, you want to make sure that you're always counting letters. So if we just want to, without even worrying about major second or minor second, major third, minor third, without worrying about any of that, just to get to the number, you just count letters. So if we wanted to say, what is a fifth above F? Just a fifth. Just count. F, G, A. There's the B flat. And if you're just counting letters, F, G, A, B, C. F, G, A, B, C. That's 5 letters. F, C. So that's a fifth. If we want to say what's the second above the C sharp, well, ignore the sharp and the flat and everything else. Just say, well, what's 2 above C? C, D. So 2 above C sharp is C sharp, D sharp, not C sharp, E flat. Right? So when we talk about our sixths and sevenths, we'll be focus here. C. Just count 6 letters above C. Make sure you always start with that the letter itself. So 6 letters. C, D, E, F, G, A. I just counted 6 letters. C, D, E, F, G, A. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we would say that a sixth above C is A. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay? And of course 7. Just say count 7 letters. C, C, D, E, F, G, A, B. D, E, F, G, A, B. There we go. That's our 7th. All right. Now, if we want to get more exact, you can have the major sixth. CA is a major sixth, and minor is smaller. C, A flat. That's a minor sixth. Now notice how I called this A flat and not G sharp. If you called it G sharp, you're calling it an augmented fifth because G is the fifth. And G sharp, that's augmented. So G sharp is not the same as calling it an A flat. So here's major sixth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and the minor sixth. Okay. Now some students say, well, how will you know? Yeah, that's easy when you're looking at C, but how will you know when you start another note? Another way to look at it is the major sixth is going to be 1 whole step higher than the perfect fifth. Go 1 whole step higher. See? The minor sixth is going to be smaller, only a half step above the perfect fifth. So a major sixth above C is A. Minor sixth above C is A flat. Let's do that with another tone. Let's just do E. Okay. Now there's 2 ways to do this. One, you could count to the 6th note of an E scale. 1, 5, 6. Or you could just count letters, E, F, G, A, B, C. So I went to a C. Now the question is, should that be a regular C, a C sharp, or a C flat? All right. Well, if we want a major sixth, we know we're going to be C. It's going to be C something. The major sixth is going to be one whole step higher than the perfect fifth. Well, that's easy. A perfect fifth above E is B. Right? Star Wars. What's a whole step above this? There you go. So a major sixth above E is C sharp, not D flat. Okay, C sharp. Why is it C sharp and not D flat? You still got to go letters. 6 letters. E, F, G, A, B, C. Not 7 letters to D. So this is the major sixth, which means this is the minor sixth. E, C. Okay, and major. Okay, let's do one on the flats. Here's A flat. A flat. What's a major sixth above A flat? Well, you can ignore the accidentals and just count letters. A, B, C, D, E, F. I just counted 6 letters. So a major sixth is going to be an F. F what? Regular F, F sharp, or F flat? Well, if you want to be absolutely certain, what's a perfect fifth above A flat? Perfect fifth above A flat, because it's perfect. A flat, B flat. Here's Star Wars. So perfect fifth above A flat is E flat. A major sixth is one whole step above this perfect fifth. Go one whole step. So your major sixth is F, which means what's the minor sixth? Now, a lot of students would say a major sixth above A flat is F, and a minor sixth above A flat is E. Well, that's wrong, because the sixth is still the letter F. Major sixth is A flat, F. Minor sixth is A flat, F flat. Remember way back when we were talking about inharmonics and that different notes have different names? And I say because they all depend. It all depends what it's referencing to, the context. So in this case, since we're looking for the minor sixth, we aren't going to call that E. We're going to say a minor sixth above A flat is F flat. Okay, now how do we hear these sounds? I taught you that, well, do, re, that's the major second. Do, re. I said the minor second is the smallest half step. So it sounds like Jaws. I told you the major third. It's a bright, happy sound. I think I gave you Charlie Brown. And the minor sixth, the minor third is sad, mysterious. The perfect fourth sounds like Here Comes the Bride. The perfect fifth sounds like Star Wars. Oops. The tritone is that oddball. Now, what is the major sixth? Here's a major sixth. A major sixth above C is A. What song do we think of that? If you hear, my body lies over the ocean, my body lies, my bond. Or you can think NBC. Remember NBC? Right? So I'll just do some major sixth. They all sound like my Bonnie. That's a major sixth. A major sixth above B flat is G. You hear my Bonnie? Oops. My Bonnie, or MBC. Let's do another major sixth. Let's go F to D. Hear my Bonnie? My Bonnie lies. Hear NBC? NBC. Let's do another major sixth. E flat. Major sixth above E flat is C. Hear my Bonnie lies. Hear NBC? NBC. Okay, so if the major sixth is my Bonnie lies over the ocean in NBC, how do we hear the minor sixth? Here's major sixth. Here's the minor sixth. Okay, how do we hear that? We hear that by thinking, sad, my Bonnie. Right? Major, bright and happy. My Bonnie lies. Now it's sad. A little sad there. Okay, let's do another one. Here's a major sixth above D flat. My Bonnie lies. NBC. NBC. Now listen to the sad. Right? See how that's the sadness in that? Major. Okay. So that's the major sixth and the minor sixth. I'll tell you what, let's do a little bit up here. Let's do just the sixth. And I would recommend, if you need it, practice. Go to your interval ear training and just do the sixth. Only sixth. Minor sixth, major sixth. That's all we're doing. And as you listen, did you hear my Bonnie lies over the ocean, NBC, which is the major sixth, or did you hear the sad my Bonnie? My Bonnie lies over the ocean. Sounds pretty sad to me. Hear it? NBC. My Bonnie lies. NBC. NBC. Hear it? My Bonnie lies. A little sadness there. At the very least, you should hear that that's not NBC. Okay, so I would recommend doing that. On the exercises, you aren't just going to have only that. I'll put the sixths and sevenths together. So now let's go to the sevenths. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so we would say a seventh above C. C, D, E, F, G, A, B is B. Now we get into the specifics. What if it's a major seventh or minor seventh? The major seventh is going to be just short of the octave. Here's the octave. And here's the major seventh. Okay, so it's a half step lower than the octave. So those are pretty easy to find, because if I said, what is a major seventh above A flat? Well, we know that an octave, A flat, is A flat. So what's just below A flat? G. So here's a major 7. See? Almost the octave. And how do you hear that? You can kind of hear it just as it's dissonant. Because you're kind of just hearing these two back together. But this way. And you can almost hear that wants to go just a tiny bit up to the main tone. Here's another major 7. D. What's a major 7 above D? Well, the octave. Just short. See? And about the major 7th above, let's say E flat. There's E flat. What's just below E flat? The octave. So there's your major 7. Okay, back to the C. Major 7th above C is B. It's a major 7. And what's a minor 7th? Well, just a little bit shorter. Now, if you're a guitar player or piano player and you read chords, that's how you make a C7. Okay, so to a lot of people, a lot of students, this actually sounds better than this one. Whoops. And so people think, oh, it sounds kind of dissonant, it must be minor. Minor doesn't mean dissonant. Major doesn't mean sounds good. The only thing it means is that a major interval is bigger than a minor interval. So here's the major 7, the minor 7. That sounds pretty good. And what song do I like to put with that? If there's any Star Trek fans out there, I like thinking of the original Star Trek. Or if you're a fan of West Side Story, there's a place for us. Either way, what's the distance? If the minor 7th is 1/2 step shorter than the octave, the major 7th is 1 whole step shorter than the octave. So let's do a couple of these. Here's a major 7th above F. Right? See, just short. And here's the minor 7th. See that? There's a Star Trek horn. There's a place for us. So we would say that a major 7th above F is E. A minor 7th above F is E flat, not D sharp. Here's another one. Major 7th above A flat is G. Oops, I don't want that. A flat, G. Minor 7th is A flat, G flat. Okay. Let's see. What's a major 7th above B? There's the octave. Go down a little tiny bit. That's the major 7th. So we would say a major 7th above B is not B flat. A major 7th above B is A sharp. You still got to count 7 letters. B, C, D, E, F, G, A. B, A sharp is the major 7th. B, A is the minor 7th. Okay? All right, so let's see how that our ears worked out. Let's just do 7ths. And again, I recommend that when you practice these, you practice just the 6th, just the 7ths. What I'm giving you for your assignment, though, is I'll put the 4 up at once. We're going to custom this. Only minor 7th, major 7th. You hear that? Ba, 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 da, 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 da. Or there's a place for us. That's the minor 7th. It's not that close to the octave, so it's only a whole step below the octave. You hear that dissonance? Ba, ba, almost, just a little bit more, and you get the octave. You hear the Star Trek if you're into Star Trek? You hear that dissonance? Ba, 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 ba. That note is almost to the octave, just short of the octave. Okay, so that's what I recommend. You just practice on focusing on just the sixth all by themselves, then practice on just the seventh, and then when you're ready, you can do the assignment, which will be the four of them all together. Now, the other stuff you have with the intervals is you're going to do interval identification. Let's start bass clef. Take out some of the weird ones. Now again, you can still do intervals from here. I'm just trying to keep it easy on you guys. And all we're going to do is identify different kinds, major, minor, sixth, and sevenths. I'll take out double accidentals, but they are possible. Okay? Just by looking at it, we should just see what it is. That's a G, that's an E. Well, what's that number? G, A, B, C, D, E. It's a sixth. It's only 6 away. Now, is it major or minor? Well, can you hear it? So the 6 is either going to sound like by Bonnie or NBC, and it's the major. The minor 6 will sound like a sad. Okay, if you need, look at a keyboard, GE. Okay, that's a 6, but if you're still confused, what's the perfect fifth? Perfect fifth above G is D. So we went to here. That's a whole step. If it's a whole step, it's the major sixth. If it's a half step, it's the minor sixth. So this is a major sixth. Okay, we got an E and a D sharp. Just count the letters, E, D. E, F, G, A, B, C, D. That's 7 letters, so it's a seventh. Now, is it a major or minor seventh? Well, that's E, D sharp. Here's E, D sharp. So here's E, here's the octave. So that D sharp is almost, just barely, which makes it a major seventh. D, C. Just count the letters. D, E, F, G, A, B, C. I just counted 7 letters. Now, is it major or minor? Well, here's D. Here's C. Here's the octave. That C ended up not being a half step, but a whole step. So it's the definite Star Trek. So that's the minor seventh. It's not as big. Let's do one more. E, D. Count the letters. E, F, G, A, B, C, D. That's 7 letters. Now, what is it? Let's not guess. Here's E. Here's D. There's the octave. E, E. That D is a whole step shorter. Not the half step. It was just, if it was a half step, it would be a major seventh. But it's the whole step, so it's a minor seventh. There's a place for us. The minor seventh. Okay, so that's what you're going to be doing with that stuff. That's a major sixth. It's a major seventh, etc., etc. All right, so you're gonna build. Then that's identify. Then you're gonna build. Let's build in treble. We're only doing sixth and sevenths. By the time we get to the final exam, you'll be doing all of these. We're going to make a major sixth above D. All right? Count to 6. Make sure we start on D. D, E, F, G, A, B. I just went 6. So it's D to B. The question is it a B? Is it a B sharp or is it a B flat? Well, the major sixth, what I know exactly, is a whole step above perfect fifth. Here's perfect fifth, D, A. Well, go one whole step above A. There you go. A major sixth above D is B. Major sixth sounds like My Bonnie Lies Over the Ocean or NBC. So this is a major sixth above D is B. A minor sixth above E. Just count the letters. E, F, G, A, B, C. Brings us to the letter C. E, F, G, A, B, C. Okay, now, is it C, C sharp, or C flat? Well, what's a perfect fifth above E? Perfect fifth above E is B. Okay, a major sixth above E is a whole step above this perfect fifth. So here's major sixth. Major sixth is the whole step above perfect fifth. Minor. So a minor sixth above E is C. Do you hear that, Sad My Bonnie? Minor sixth above E is just C. Major seventh above D flat. Well, we probably don't have to look at a keyboard because we know the major seventh is just short of the octave. What's the octave? Well, D flat, D flat. What's just below D flat? A C. Want to see? Just below D flat is C. So a major seventh is C. Minor sixth above D. Just count letters. D, E, F, G, A, B. Okay. Is it B, B flat, or B sharp? Let's look at the keyboard. Here's D. 1 minor 6. Well, if you just go 6, you're here. Well, how do we know which one? B, B flat, B sharp. Here's a perfect fifth. Whoops. A major sixth above A is B. It's a whole step. The minor is less. So a major sixth above D is B. A minor sixth above D is B flat. Minor sixth above D is B flat. Let's do one more. Major sixth above G. Just count. G, A, B, C, D, E. All right. Here's G. Here's E. Now the question is, hear that? Is it major sixth or minor sixth? Here's perfect fifth. G, D, G, D. While a whole step above this is E. So a whole step above perfect fifth gives you the major sixth. We want the major sixth. G, E. Major sixth. There we go. And that's how the assignments are done. All right, again, just reminding you, if you still need to review your seconds, thirds, fourths, and fifths, I highly recommend it because eventually you're going to be doing all of them all at once. All right, guys, continue. Have a great week. Bye.